Get your medical preps in order. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Depending on what choice you make using your free will, you may or may not have limited healthcare access very soon. Who knows? We may all have limited healthcare access pretty soon. So get your medical preps in order. Make sure you have all the things. You got to have the boo-boo kits. Yep, Band-Aids, stuff like that. Antiseptic wipes, first aid sprays, burn gels, gauze, all those kind of things, as well as the trauma kits. You need the chest seals for sucking chest wounds. You need the tourniquets. You need the airways, the nasal, brain fart, nasal airway, mouth airways, all those kind of things. Yes, they have technical terms. I'm trying to keep it, on the layman level. All these kind of things, as well as any medications you need, any things like splints, braces, like joints. Braces for joints are a really good thing to prep, to keep in your preps. Over-the-counter painkillers, naturopathic medicines, homeopathic, you guys know what I mean, natural medicines, essential oils, 91% alcohol. There's a lot of things we need to make sure that we have in our preps. If you have any leftover medications, keep them. What about antibiotics? Also, you can get animal antibiotics like fish mox, which is amoxicillin. There's a lot of different ones you can get. There's different ways to get them, different sources to get them. I forget the names of the websites. I have them, I have access to them, as well as feed stores. I get some at local feed stores. That works really well. Doxycycline, amoxicillin, penicillin, all those different cillins and all the other, Ilenes and stuff like that. Really good. Square away your medical preps now, though. It is an important time to do so. It's always an important time to do so. There's a lot to it. Another thing is, a very important part of it, obviously, is to know how to use it. Know how to use these things. Get the training on them. Have them, even if you don't have experience using them, have them. That's first. Knowledge is great, and I highly recommend. I'm not downplaying the knowledge part. You got to have the knowledge to use it. But even if you don't have the knowledge how to use a decompression needle or such, still have it. Because in a bad situation, if we gather as a tribe and stuff like that, and you have all this stuff, maybe somebody else will know how to use it and be able to train people on how to use it. Or you have the supplies available. Say you meet a doctor or somebody that's qualified, an EMT, a nurse, these kind of people. If these people are brought into your tribe, maybe they didn't have the chance to get some of these items. And then you can supply the group. So even if you don't have the experience, which I highly advocate, don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying experience. I'm always big on experience. Your ability to learn these things, to know how to use your preps is so important. But even if you don't, still have them. Try to get the knowledge. Try to get the experience. There's a lot of knowledge and experience here on YouTube. A lot of different channels you can watch. I know one, I haven't watched them in a while, but Prep Medic. And there's a bunch of other ones also. But have the stuff. Go through the medical area at your local store, wherever you go. Make sure you have all that stuff. Even if you don't know what it does, witch hazel. Do you know what it does? I don't. My wife does. Castor oil. Yeah. Calamine lotion. Yeah. Aloe vera gels. Yes. All the different kinds of dressings. The non-stick dressings. The regular agave, the hemostatic clotting agents. All these kind of things are very important to stockpile. As well as gloves and sanitation, because it's not about like getting sick or something like that. It's about not infecting the wounds of who you're working on. So you got to have these things. You got to keep yourself clean, keep yourself sanitized. That's why sanitation goes hand in hand with medical. all the stuff you need for for sanitary conditions. Sorry. Whew. I'm a little out of it today, aren't I? I get it. Square your stuff away. All your stuff away. But medical is always important. Medical is one of those basic things, just like food and water. You can have all the cool guy stuff that's good, but concentrate on the basics. Complete and utter mastery of the basics is what makes you special. That's what makes spec ops in the military special. Do they know how to do all the high-speed, low-drag stuff? Sure. But they are complete and utter masters of the basics. That's what really sets them apart. That's what really makes them who they are and makes them good. Makes them good at what they do. So, do that. Get the knowledge. Get the skill sets. But stockpile, stockpile, stockpile. One thing is gauze, rolled gauze, compressed gauze, whatever. Lots of gauze. Because if any of you have ever been in a traumatic situation, traumatic injuries, you're going to use way more gauze than you even realize. So stockpile lots of gauze, as well as the big pads, small pads, all the different sizes. There's a lot to it. I get it. Can you afford all this stuff? Well, a little bit at a time. That's why I always say prep a little every day. Make it a priority. And I know this is expense on top of all the food and all the water and all the other things you have to get. That's why I hope you've been into prepping for a while. If you're new to the game, don't get overwhelmed. You can do it. Start off a little bit of time. The more preps you have, the better off you'll be. Even if you don't have years of food stockpiled, even if you don't have a huge medic bag and all these medical supplies, get what you can when you can. Don't sweat it. Don't worry. Just keep at it. Get yourself squared away. Get yourself better off tomorrow than you were today. That's important. Keep moving forward. Don't get discouraged. Just like fitness. Fitness is key to preparedness. You got to be fit. You don't have to be a triathlete, but you got to be able to get out and do everything that is necessary of you in a preparedness scenario, a survival situation. Survival medicine is very important. There's some good books out there also. I think I have in my Amazon storefront, links in the description below. But it's Where There Is No Doctor and Where There Is No Dentist. And that's another thing. Along with the medical side of things, dentistry stuff. Do you have dental tools? You get those temporary filling things for cavities at stores. You can get them at the dollar store even. Is it the permanent solution? Is it the best solution? No, by far it's not. But if you have that stuff, you may be able to perform and you may be able to survive a situation. So think about those things. Natural pain medicines as well as over-the-counter pain medicines are also very important. Anti-inflammatories are very important also for muscle injuries and different injuries in your body, as well as the natural ways to do it. If we concentrate on the natural ways to do it, well, it's around us. It's all around us. God put that stuff here for us to use. There are other things also. There's certain things you can get in green states. Not that I'm advocating it, but certain people can use that, and if they use it medicinally, it may help out. Like I said, that's one of those things that's very, very hit or miss, depending on what you believe in and stuff like that, but it might just be your only option. So I think that as an only option, that might be an option. But anyway, enough about that. Get your medical preps in order. Don't get discouraged. Keep moving forward. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, prepping is your emergency fund, your preps, your food storage, and that prepping is living insurance. It's insurance that your family will survive troubled times. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.